Alright, welcome soul family to another reading. This is a long time requested reading. We are doing the personality for Seo Ye. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, please forgive me on that. So she's disappeared kind of thing from the Korean scene. She had a lot of controversy and allegations. She's always been a very interesting character to me. So when I saw her name, the request, I was like, I need to do her personality and see what's really going on. So let's look at Coyoeg. Coyoeg. With a central personality, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, a Pentacles person is a very practical person. And with the Knight, we have her on a black horse. Black shows a lot of self doubt. She's someone who doubts herself a lot. And Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight actually, which takes the knight always takes a lot of time before they do take a decision. So this reminds me, gives me a lot of Taurus energy actually, which she's slow moving in her decisions. All right, she thinks a lot before she takes a decision. And with that, we have the Nine of Swords. So this is also with this double. This is like she's an overthinker. All right, she is someone who analyzes every single thing around her. She just cannot help it. She just analyzes. She's highly intelligent. Okay, and she ends up analyzing everything around her. She ends up she wants to be perfect. She wants everything to go in a perfect way, and she's not able to let go and accept mistakes in herself as well as mistakes in others. So she tends to think a lot. She tends to take every step in her life in a calculated manner, where she thinks what is going to impact, how it's going to impact me, everybody else around me, things like that. And she must be the she's a kind of like, if she decided to achieve something, she will, make a whole plan, maybe a timetable, break it down into small bits, and then do it one by one and reach there. She's that kind of person. Right now, or you can say in her immediate past, 1 or 2 years, what she's been doing is she's been resting. She's been burned out and she's actually doing nothing. She's just resting. In the future, we see the Two of Swords, where we see she's had to make a decision soon. Maybe some project is going to come her way where she will have to make a decision, where she wants to come back in the public eye, what she wants to do. With her identity cards, we have the Lover and the Wheel of Fortune. So she identifies, she loves being in love. All right, when she's in love, she's totally committed to that love. She yearns for that ideal love. She's a little bit idealistic, and she just sets her up for disappointment because nobody's going to be idealistic like her. She must have been the kind who read a lot of romances in her life. She believes in romances. She's intensely into romantic love. With the Wheel of Fortune, she also has the ability of changing herself. So, like, let's say our love doesn't work out and it's over. She has the ability to recover from it. She will come out of it like in a cycle. So, no matter what happens in her life, she's going to, it's not going to keep her down. With the Wheel of Fortune, I always feel it's turning. So her life is always turning. It's always having its ups and downs. So she is the kind who will say, okay, now it's going bad, but my time also will come. All right, she has that ability to come out of the depths of despair and be strong enough to come out of it on her own. In the public eye, we see her as the Eight of Swords. This is kind of really obvious. She feels very restricted by the public. She feels judged. She's terribly judged, and half the judgments actually she does on herself because she's a natural overthinker. Sorry. She's very harsh on herself. Okay, I can tell you that. She's very harsh on herself. She's very sensitive to criticism. She takes what other people talk about her. She takes it to heart many times, and she feels very frustrated, very restricted, and not able to be herself. In private, to the people who she knows, she is a idea generator. She's full of ideas. All right, she's a brilliant mind. Her mind is she should be a director or a producer or somebody like that, because she has amazing ideas. When I'm sure when she works, the director is like, she always has lots of things to contribute in terms of how things should be presented, and she will one day become maybe a director, or she will definitely write her own series. She has so much there inside her to just left to come out. Her greatest fear is to have actually a mediocre life, in the sense she doesn't want to settle into a regular family and then have children and things like that. That is not her ideal. She also finds the show of money actually not very good. She doesn't like people who show off a lot, who, oh, see my bag and who see my this and see my that. She's not into that. And she doesn't like people who do. She really admires intellect compared to, of, I would say, the show of money, instead of just people. She likes, example, she's very classy. She likes classy stuff. She doesn't like people who just show money for the sake of money. Her greatest desire in life is to really achieve great things. I mean, to reach a very great height. She wants to work hard. She's very hardworking. She doesn't want to get things easily. She wants to get things after putting her whole and soul in it. Very passionate. This woman is very, very passionate in her work, in what she believes, in what she thinks. She does it fully. Full, whole mind, soul, everything is there in it. She's not someone who does things halfway. Yeah, so that is a personality, and let's go into her career. Let's see what her career is going to be. Okay, in the past, we see that, you know, um, she most probably, I don't know how she came into showbiz, but I think she was just seen and picked up for some reason. Was she very small? I'm not sure about that. Is she a child artist? What is she? But she was seen by somebody and she was picked up into showbiz. But she's felt very lonely in her career. All right, even though there were a lot of friends, there were a lot of people who supported her, and she partied very hard when she was younger. But even then, she feels very lonely in her career. In her present, we have the magician. We have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Wands. So I see her coming victorious now. I mean, these are all very, very good cards. So she's played it well, in the sense she's really been smart. She picks up good choices, and so I'm sure something is going to get offered to her, or already has been offered to her. And she's good with the Six of Pentacles and with the Six of Wands. I feel we see good positive change in her career. She's going to come back. She's going to come back victorious, going to come back stronger. In the future, we have the Two of Cups. So I think this is going to be really a nice romantic series in her future. And I feel that is really going to take her, this next series is going to, not only one series now, maybe it might make her take her 2 3 series before she can really go get over that controversy which she fell in. And that is going to help her come up in her career with the speed of with the king as knight of swords. I see her, just she might be again going ahead a little bit without caring more anymore for the consequences. I would say that way. But I see a good recovery for her career. All right, I do see the recovery happening, and I just hope the best for her. Let's look at her love life. In the past, she fell in love, while she was working and with a person who she knew for a very long time. All right, it was not someone like new. And the person pampered her like anything, made her feel like a princess. So, it was, I don't know whether he knew her long time back or whether she knew him, but somehow they were connected even before, they met each other. Like he knew her before. I don't know the details about it, but yeah, there was some connection. So that's why she felt so close to him. It happened during her work. Obviously, she fell in love when she was working. I don't know whether they worked together or whether they had some other connection. But he made her feel like a princess. That is there. She felt very special the way he took care of her. And we all know what happened with the controversy. In the present, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Two of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So I do see somebody in her life again, and this person seems to be very mature. She seems to be very, not very welcoming. She being now the Queen of Swords, very direct, very sharp. And we see between both of them, we see the Two of Pentacles. So there is interesting dynamics going on between this person who's in her life right now. But there is definitely somebody in her life. A very mature, emotional, middle-aged person. Maybe in 30, 40s. Yeah, about 30. Then in the future, we have a Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Swords, and we have the Death card. So this shows with a this shows again changes coming in her love life in her future. All right, we see the Knight of Swords, somebody coming into her life like just, barging in and going to create a lot of change in her life. This person is younger, all right, since this is the King of Cups, and here we have the Knight of Swords. So this is someone who's younger to whoever's there in her life right now. The person who's there in her life, it's not clearly a love connection, though I feel a person is a person of interest with the Two of Pentacles. So maybe there's this kind of I am not yet sure whether I want to be with you kind of energy right now. And then we have in the future somebody barging into her life, creating complete change and chaos. Who this is, I don't know. But this is someone who's younger. And yeah, not younger to her, I don't know what her age is. But Knight is, like a young man. And he comes and he creates a lot of change with the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card. So it's either going to bring her up a lot and bring an end to all that trauma which she went through. He's going to either uplift her completely, just basically he's going to just shake her life. Yeah, he's going to shake her life in and out. So that was the reading for COAG, and I hope you all enjoyed it. If you all did, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Bye bye.